Well, I'm back in the dock here at my pickup today in downtown Altoona, Pennsylvania. You kind of stick out into the street a little bit here. Not bad. Cars can still get around you. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this. And welcome back to the channel in another reefer freight hauling vlog. That was a lot of words. I am doing a day run here in Pennsylvania. I'm in Altoona right now. I'm gonna check in. I'm inside a chocolate factory. This is a lot of chocolate. Well, I'm checked in here at this chocolate factory in Altoona, Pennsylvania. It's like right in downtown. My truck is blocking like a quarter, if not half of the street. And I'm backed up to the dock. They don't have my pallets ready yet, so instead of just standing in the warehouse, I chose to come out to the truck. Excuse me. I showed up about 45 minutes early for a 1 p.m. appointment. Little bit about this load. I delivered a load this morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I have plenty of hours left on my clock to work today. So I quick got on the load board probably about 8 o'clock this morning when I realized I was going to be unloaded very quickly. I delivered to a Sheetz distribution center, full truckload, and they unloaded me in like an hour and 10 minutes. So I got on the load board and saw this load going from Altoona, Pennsylvania to York, Pennsylvania. Same day delivery. Pickup was 1 p.m. Delivery is 7 p.m. this evening. 150 miles away. So I hit them with a day rate. I hit them with Well, I'm starting to see why maybe I got a good day rate on this load. I've been sitting here for well over an hour, and nothing has happened yet. So I just went back in, and the guy on the forklift says that my load's not even ready, and they don't know if they're gonna ship it today. So I don't know what's going on. They told me to go back in my truck, and they'd come out to me in a little bit and let me know what's going on. Well, sorry about the noise. I got my windows rolled down. It's hot out. I just got off the phone with the broker. The broker's going to call the shipper here and kind of help me figure out what's going on, because the guy that works on the loading dock, super nice guy. He's just really, really old, and he doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry to really do anything. When I walked in there, I said, yeah, I'm here to pick up the York, Pennsylvania load. And he said, yeah, you probably know more about it than I do. And I was like, okay. And he's got a bunch of pallets lined up on the dock that he was putting onto the shrink wrap machine. And I said, are those my pallets? And he said, nope. He's like, your order's not even ready. I think I'm starting to understand why I got what I thought was a really good day rate on this load. I bet they have tried shipping this load for multiple days and it's never ready. You know what I mean? So I could have just wasted my whole day. This is what's really difficult in the trucking market right now. Is you have an opportunity to make some good revenue in a short amount of time, and then your day is burnt sitting in a dock with nobody really giving you an answer on what to do. Good news is I booked some customer freight for tomorrow. So unless that falls through again, I should have a load for tomorrow. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I called the broker. The broker's supposed to reach out here and then get back to me, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you all updated. I thought I'd take a minute to show off my new LED headlights on the truck. I'll tell you what, these are an absolute game changer. Well, this just keeps getting better and better. So I'm loaded. Problem is, it's not all the product. It's only about half of the product. So I just reached out to the broker and said, hey, I'm not loaded with everything. They're only loading it halfway because they don't have the other stuff ready. So I'm waiting to hear back from the broker. Well, now I gotta figure out, I think what I'm gonna do is back out of here, back up to that dock over there so I can get over there. Made it to the receiver. It is a blindside backing situation here. For all you that don't know what blindside backing is, that basically means you're backing up from like the passenger side instead of the driver's side. I gotta get out and slide my tandems real quick. I'll be right back. Just slide my tandems and I should be good to go. Somebody comes out and gets the paperwork once I hit the dock, I guess. There we go. Tandem slid to the rear of the trailer. Oh, that lip. There's like a big lip that I'm trying to get over, and this truck gets so jerky sometimes. That's when I miss the manual transmission where you can feather the clutch. It's tough to do in these automatics. All right, there we go. All right, let me go put the wheel chock. Yeah, there's a wheel chock out there. I'm gonna go put the wheel chock in place and I'll be back. Well, I'm backed into the dock. Tandems are slid all the way to the back of the trailer and the wheel chock's in place. Now I just wait for somebody to come out and get the paperwork. But like I was saying, when I got loaded at the shipper, they only loaded half the shipment, 11 pallets. And I guess I was supposed to have 25. The other product wasn't ready, and instead of like canceling the order, the shipper decided to ship the 11 pallets. So I reached out to the broker and said, hey, this is going to be a half a shipment. And that broker, the broker that I booked the load through, that I had talked to a couple of times while I was at the shipper and dealing with some issues at the shipper, was gone. So I was dealing with somebody new who's like, well, you can't leave the shipper. Well, the shipper was telling me I had to leave because you're blocking, you know, a quarter of the road and they don't allow trucks to stay there. So I pulled over on the exit ramp to 99 North. Yeah, Highway 99 or inner, whatever it is, 99 North. And just finally made an executive decision and said, you know what? I don't have time to wait for this brokerage to get back to me, to reach out to all these other people. Like, I'm just going to make a decision to take the load to the receiver. And I'm glad I made that decision because I had a 7 p.m. appointment and it's currently 6:45 p.m. I did not want to be late for this appointment and have to be like a work-in or rescheduled because the product needs to come off my truck tonight because I have a customer load I'm picking up tomorrow. So long story short, about 3/4 of the way here, that brokerage calls me back and says, yeah, you're good to leave the shipper. And I was like, all right, thanks. I'm running their tracking. They have to know I am almost to the receiver at this point. So yeah, the load ended up working. You know, I don't know. We'll see how long it takes to get unloaded now. Hopefully it's quick because like I said, I kind of booked this load on a day rate type of scale. $850. The load picked up at 1 p.m. Appointment for delivery is 7 p.m. It's 6:45 right now. So hopefully I can get unloaded quickly. Like I said, it's only 11 pallets and it's all the same product. So hopefully it goes quick. All right, this is something I use quite a bit, my Atlas. I'm currently right here in York, Pennsylvania, and tomorrow morning I have a pickup right down here in Newcastle. So I was trying to find the quickest route there, and it looks like the quickest route for me is to go up here to Highway 30, take Highway 30 all the way into Lancaster, to Highway 41 right here that goes all the way down into Delaware. And you can tell because that's a truck route because of how Highway 41, where did it go? Right here, is highlighted all the way down. You can still see it's highlighted. That's how you can tell everything highlighted on here is truck routes. This green highlighted area means that is a toll road. Well, it's 6:27 p.m. and I am already unloaded. So what I'm going to do right now real quick though is slide my tandems, check out, find a spot to park, and I'll kind of break this load down a little bit. Well, good morning. I'm going to break down my day run from yesterday from Altoona, Pennsylvania to York, Pennsylvania. When I found a spot to park last night, I went in, took a shower, came out to the truck, made some dinner, called home, and by the time I was done talking to my family, I was tired and just went to bed. So I thought, hey, I'll break down my day run from yesterday this morning. All in all, it was a very easy load, awesome day rate. I believe I said earlier in the vlog, I made a delivery yesterday morning and realized I had a lot of time left on my clock. So I got on the load boards and I found, like I said, a day run load, 150 mile load is what I found. And the timing worked out perfect because I was able to get a long break in before I had to pick up the load after I made my morning delivery. So it just worked out perfectly. There was a few hiccups at the shipper, but in the end, it all worked out. It was 11 pallets of boxed chocolate. It weighed 7,500 pounds. I did run my reefer at 55 degrees, and it never turned on. It was on while I was being loaded, but after I shut my doors and the trailer got to 55 degrees, it didn't turn on again. All in all, this load started at noon. And what I mean by that is where I parked, I was 13 miles away from the pickup. I had a 13-mile deadhead. My pickup was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So at noon, I went out, pre-cooled the trailer, did like a semi pre-trip. I had already done a pre-trip in the morning, but this was afternoon, so I basically just did a safety check. So the load started at noon. I got to the shipper at, I think it was 12:30. I left there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:15. Then I made it to the receiver by, I believe it was 6:45 p.m. and I was out of there at 7:25. The receiver unloaded me extremely fast, and it was a pretty big, like, kind of like a DHL facility, you know what I mean? But they got me unloaded super fast. So all in all, the entire load took 7 hours and 25 minutes. I had a 13-mile deadhead with 150 loaded miles. That is, what, 163 all-in miles? I got paid $850 to do that load. Like I said, when I booked the load, I gave them a day rate, and I was honestly shocked that they took the rate that I offered, because it wasn't a difficult load at all. Well, I found out from the shipper, or from the broker, sorry, that they had been trying to ship this load for 4 days, and the product's never ready. So I thought the broker wasn't going to allow me to leave the receiver because they only loaded me with half of what I was supposed to pick up. I was supposed to have 25 pallets. They only loaded me with 11. By like 3:10, the broker said, you know what, just go ahead, get to the receiver so you make your appointment. Anyways, so all in was 163 miles. I got a rate per mile of $5.12 to take that load. But here's what I went off of. Like I said, I spent 7 hours and 25 minutes on the load. I ended up making $117.24 per hour while I was on the load. That is from noon to 7:25. Yeah, great load. I wish I could find loads like that every day, to be honest with you. I would have absolutely no complaints. In this market, I used to think like, oh, $1,200 a day is roughly a good, gross revenue day. In the current market that I operate in, I'm more around that 900 to 850 in gross revenue. Now, they need to be, I will do that for day runs. I will do a day run for $850 to $900. What do I mean by day run? Exactly what I just did. I do not want it to exceed 10 hours. If it's going to take 9 hours, yeah, I mean, I'm cool with $100 an hour. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't know what else to really say about the load. It was easy. I ended up making $117.24 per hour. I made $5.21 per mile on the load. Load took 7 hours and 25 minutes. So yeah, if you've made it this far, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you know what it is. Keep on trucking.